Washington.
Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. First of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Head the street! Head the street!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
DJ Jones
able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
These fans here in Seattle getting the chance to see Russell Wilson play his first game for a franchise other than theirs. And Russell's 10 seasons in a Seahawk uniform. He went 104, 53-1 in the ring.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. Taken right about the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here with this go-around, 1st and 10. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down by Noah Fant. You're reminded watching him play that he's one of the most athletic tight ends we saw coming out of college in recent years. Every route and every catch can be turned into a bigger play with what he can do as an athlete in the open field. A nice big play from him there for the first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Second and 9.
Now Wilson.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
After the run, Smith going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Smith. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Geno now to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. On the move to his left. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
70.
Again, it's Walker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing is Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
He finds his target back up. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Geno on 1st down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Smith on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Running left is Walker. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
To throw again is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Smith.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
Touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the end zone, Smith.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Trap 60, trap 60.
From his end zone, Smith on 3rd and long.
Quick slant complete to OBJ.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Mustang 19.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson.
That's out to the flat.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Smith.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Hand off here to Walker.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On second down and 4, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Myers' kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made it lined up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Darius Phillips on the loose. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. A big big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off of play action, here's Smith. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the throw over there on a 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space from the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
K.J. Hamler,
65 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
It's complete to Lockett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Smith. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Up the middle, it's Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing now is Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Smith. And that's going to be caught. Dwayne Eskridge. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Broncos, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on